pushed in nose. That one is number 4. He's lovely there, number 4. Okay, number 5, number 5. Right, back over to the wetlands for number 5.
Oh, this is like a game of Challenge Annika.
Well, so, yeah, it is a bit Challenge Annika. Number 5, not necessarily in his own natural habitat, but we had to keep him up out the way. But you can see him there in the bushes there, number 5. A member of a diverse and largely carnivorous group of short-bodied, tailless amphibians. It's composing the order Anura, which literally translates to without tail in ancient Greek. So a member of a diverse and largely carnivorous group of short-bodied, tailless amphibians. Anura, which it literally translates to without tail in ancient Greek. So that's number 5, sat there behaving himself and out the way of Gizmo, more importantly. Number 6, oh, number 6, all the way over at the back here. He's coming down. Oh, hello, Gizmo, you're back again. Back again, right, so here we have number 6 down here, just sat quietly in the corner. And this is a British breed of domestic sheep. It originated in the late 18th century in the area of Bury St Edmunds as a result of a crossbreed when a Norfolk Horn ewe was crossbreed when Norfolk Horn ewes were put to improved the Southdown rams. Its characteristic black bearded face, and it's raised primarily for its meat. So we want to know what breed of animal this one is. It's a breed of British domestic sheep, originated in the late 18th century in the area of Bury St Edmunds as a result of crossbreeding between Norfolk Horns and Southdown rams. And it's the black-faced breed primarily bred for its meat. Okay. That one, number 6, number 6. We're all keeping up? Yes? Okay, then we're going to go up to number 7, one of our fiercest animals now. He's right at the top here. Running around. Here we go. Number 7 here. So this animal species is in the feline family. Much muscular, deep-chested cat with a short rounded head, reduced neck, round ears, and a hairy tuft at the end of his tail. And he has got a little, look there, see, look, oh, a little sweet tuft on the end of his tail. So we want to know is it's the male of the species that we're looking at here, who is number 7. Number 8, moving on to number 8. He's just over here again, right next to you. Excuse me, Gizmo. We want to get to number 8 here. So this one's number 8. Are you coming to help? Are you coming to help? Well done. Well done. Oh dear. Right. So number 8, this large canine native to Eurasia and North America. It's the largest extent. It is the largest extant member of the Canidae. Males averaging 40 kilos and females averaging 37 kilos. So this one native to Eurasia and North America, large canine. But what is this one? Turn that one out the way there. And then back to our aquatic lands for number 9. Yeah. Easier one to find as he's quite near the front because they're quite friendly, these ones. So number 9, a common aquatic bird, mostly smaller than swans and geese, and may be found in both fresh and sea water. So a common aquatic bird, mostly smaller than swans and geese, and may be found in both fresh water and sea water. They would generally be darker colours than this particular one that we're seeing today, generally in sort of blacks and greens.
Thank you, Gizmo.
But not today. Thank you. Gizmo's going to set off all the dogs in the neighbourhood now. And then finally, we're coming over to number 10, who I believe is still up there. He's climbing away in the distance here. And here we have a beautiful little baby number 10. So, and this one is part of the great apes, are native to Indonesia and Malaysia, currently found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, and also ranging through Southeast Asia and South China. Okay, so this is part of the great apes, native to Indonesia and Malaysia, currently also found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, and also ranging through Southeast Asia and South China. Okay, so now this might be an interesting one, because we're now going to have to ask Michael, if he comes out here, if anybody needs any of them repeated or wants to see any of them for a second time. Number 7 has just been squashed by Gizmo. Gizmo, put number 7 back. No, I know you like that one. No, leave him there. Leave him there. Excuse me. Leave him there. So, Michael, do we need any of them seen again? There's a slight delay. Yes, thank you very much. That's lovely. There's a slight delay. No, we're all good for that one. Right. Then we shall leave you with that, and we shall come back in and join you in the studio. Come on in, Gizmo. In you come. In you come. And we're back in there. That's possibly one of the most ridiculous rounds that we've ever come up with, but highly entertaining. Growing up with Johnny Morris doing Animal Magic, it was very reminiscent of that, other than the fact that I wasn't in khaki. Yes, good boy, and you've come in and helped as well, haven't you?
That was slightly different, wasn't it?
It's like, yes, well, we're trying to come up with something different each week.
Oh yes,
for our own sanity as much as anything else. Lovely. Oh, Mr. Weir, what are you having for dessert? Yogurt pot? I was watching Chris eat his dessert in the top corner there. Just caught me out of the corner of my eye there. Okay. So,
light yogurt.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, he has to have light. Yeah, he's not allowed to have any fat. Boring. And okay, so
yes, next round 3, same as it's always been, is going to be our music round. Now, obviously, first week was organs, second week was pans, third week was pipes, then pans.
Pipes,
organs,
then pans.
then pans.
Organs, pipes, then pans.
Yes.
What a treat we have for you this week.
Yes, this week we have birds.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if any of you have been on the internet at any point in the last 3 or 4 years, you will have heard of Mr. Chicken. I'm going to leave it at that, I think.
Yes, and, absolutely splendid renditions.
Yes, same as always, it's 2 points per question for this next round. 1 point for the song and 1 point for the bird. Okay, so the bird should be fairly easy for most of you, hopefully, and so should the music, if it doesn't drive you to some kind of insanity. But on the upside, straight after this round, we do have our interval. So if it does drive you to insanity, you've got plenty of time to pour yourself a cup of tea or a nice rum and coke for the interval. Yes. So don't worry, it's okay. And
the music is only going to play through once.
Yes.
We're not going to subject you to the music twice, but it is a slightly longer clip, so you can really absorb the musical skills and stylings.
Yes, of Mr. Chicken.
Of Mr. Chicken. Okay, Michael.
Good
away
luck.
You go. Good luck. Well, can we just say, some of your Helen and Mark, you have entertained us through that whole. There's particular bits on that where we knew you'd just lose it. Yes, exactly.
I can't
This is
speak.
right. You have time in the interval to go and change your pants. It's fine. It'll be. Yeah.
Anyway,
There we go. Right now, we don't really want to repeat any of those and put you through that again. So hopefully you got that, and it's the song title that we're after. It's the song title, and obviously the picture of the bird or bird variation that was on the screen. Marvelous. Well, that's it. That's the end of round 3. So we're going to take a short little break now for the interval, so we can all recover for that one. And in the interval round, our COVID faces will scroll up one at a time on the screen, and then you will get left for the last few minutes of the interval with a full tableau of the 10 of them. And obviously, we just want to know who's behind the mask on each one.
and same as always, the amount of time we've got left will come up on the screen. Once the tableau is up, it will just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in minutes, and then we'll be back.
Marvelous. Right. Have a lovely time. We'll see you in 10.
Enjoy. Oh, welcome
Hello,
back,
welcome
everybody.
back, everybody. Welcome back. Have you had a lovely interval? Time to recover. Oh, yes.
Is everyone back?
We're missing
Missing one or two.
Graham and Cat.
Oh, Sarah's put a picture of her cat on there.
Sarah's a cat. That's absolutely fine. And I'm assuming Alistair's video isn't working as usual. We don't know what he's doing. We don't ask those sort of questions.
No, don't ask.
And who's? Oh, that's Tilly. Up in the back of
Graham just flashed up for a second.
Oh
No,
we saw nothing.
Nope.
We saw nothing.
Nope.
It's all good.
Right, have we all calmed down after
Our chickens.
after Mr. Chicken? Yes. It was your fault, Helen. I just couldn't look at you throughout that entire bit. Yeah.
Absolutely marvellous.
Oh,
And the look
dear.
of despair from Pete as Kath panned the camera round to him
Was quite
was
amusing.
just to be
yes.
well, not any normal look from him, but yes. Marvellous. So we're going to move on now to Act 2 and round 4, which is transport. So we're doing transport for round 4. Okay, everybody ready? And here we go. Question 1. Who is the largest commercial aircraft manufacturer in the world, and where are their headquarters currently? So it's who is the largest commercial aircraft manufacturer in the world, and where are their headquarters?
And Louise, I'm afraid you missed the pan round. That was last week. Question number 2. What is the translation of Volkswagen from German? So what is the translation of Volkswagen from German? Oh, and Alice has finally put some clothes on. Thank you, Alistair.
Question number 3. Track 29 at Pennsylvania Station was the point of departure of which famous train? Track 29 at Pennsylvania Station was the point of departure for which famous train? And I refrained from singing that bit.
Question number 4. In which shops were the first escalators installed in the UK in 1898? That's in which shop were the first escalators installed in the UK in 1898?
Question number 5. What type of boat has underwater wings that develop lift in the water? Question 5. What type of boat has underwater wings that develop lift in the water?
Question number 6. Which London railway station is traditionally marked as the centre of London, or that which all distances to London are traditionally measured? Which London railway station is traditionally marked as the centre of London, or that which all distances to London are traditionally measured?
Question number 7. What, according to tradition, takes 4 years to paint from end to end? So what, according to tradition, takes 4 years to paint from end to end?
Question number 8. What links the Pacific Ocean with the Caribbean? That's question number 8. What links the Pacific Ocean with the Caribbean?
Question number 9. The Gravely Hill interchange in Birmingham is better known by what nickname? So the Gravely Hill interchange in Birmingham is known better by what nickname?
Question number 10. What is the UK speed limit when towing a caravan on a motorway? What is the UK speed limit when towing a caravan on a motorway? And welcome back.
Welcome back, yes, welcome back. So that's round 4, our transport round. And if we have any repeats that you want, if you just type hold up some fingers or type a message, we will go back through them. So
Morgan, is that 3 you want?
3
and
9.
Ooh. 3. Oh, okay. 3
9. 3. We'll need the
yes,
questions.
Yes, we will. Oh.
That's number 2. Number 3. Track 29 at Pennsylvania Station was the departure point of which famous train? So track 29 at Pennsylvania Station was the point of departure for which famous train?
Number 5. What type of boat has underwater wings that develop lift in the water? That's what type of boat has underwater wings that develop lift in the water?
Question number 8. What links the Pacific Ocean with the Caribbean?
And finally, number 9. The Gravely Hill interchange in Birmingham is better known by what nickname? That's what nickname is the Gravely Hill interchange better known by?
There we go. Any more before we move on to round 5?
All good. Lovely.
There we go. Okay, so round 5 this week is another one of our guest rounds. So Pete Minor, who was our winner last week. Give us a wave in the middle there. There we go. Hey. So Pete has come up with this round, and well, he sent us 2. We're saving 1 for next time as well. So this round 5, is Doctor Whom. So Doctor Whom. So we will read you a description with some facts about a famous doctor, and all you need to do is identify that famous doctor. No, they're not all Doctor Who. No. Some of them are real people, and some of them are fictitious characters. Okay, so we've got a mix of the real and fictitious. We're not going to tell you which is which. Nope. So
well, it does say in some
we
of them,
ready? Oh, it does. Well, it does say. Well, we shall see. Okay. So our first doctor. This Scottish doctor tried to find the source of the Nile in Africa. He was an explorer who died of dysentery and malaria. His whereabouts was discovered after disappearing for 4 years by an American reporter. He is buried in Westminster Abbey. There is a statue to him at the Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe.
Close. Zambia.
Zambia. I don't know, I'm reading that from Mike. This Scottish doctor tried to find the source of the Nile in Africa. He was an explorer who died of dysentery and malaria. His whereabouts was discovered after disappearing for 4 years by an American reporter. He is buried in Westminster Abbey, and there is a statue of him at the Victoria Falls in Zambia. So that's our first doctor.
Yes, these are quite wordy, I'm afraid, but they're good. Question number 2. This famous fictional doctor was also an army officer and was wounded in the Second Afghan Wars. He was also a biographer who was to have originally been named Ormond Sacker. He has been portrayed many times on screen by actors as diverse as Jude Law, Nigel Bruce, Dudley Moore, Edward Fox, and Martin Freeman. His wife's name was Mary Morstan. Question number 2. This famous fictional doctor was also an army officer and was wounded in the Second Afghan Wars. He was also a biographer who was to have originally been named Ormond Sacker. He has been portrayed many times on screen by actors as diverse as Jude Law, Nigel Bruce, Dudley Moore, Edward Fox, and Martin Freeman. His wife's name was Mary Morstan.
Doctor number 3. This GP was convicted of killing 15 patients under his care and is believed to have been the UK's most prolific serial killer. He is thought to have dispatched between 215 and 250 people. His victims were mainly elderly women. He was 57 when he hung himself in Wakefield Prison. An inquiry found that a total of 459 people died under his care.
And no, he didn't dispatch them with UPS.
I've done a few of them. This doctor, this GP, was convicted of killing 15 patients under his care, and is believed to be the UK's most prolific serial killer. He is thought to have dispatched between 215 and 250 people. His victims were mainly elderly women. He was 57 when he hung himself in Wakefield Prison, and an inquiry found that a total of 459 people died whilst under his care.
Doctor number 4. This novel about a fictional Russian doctor was set between 1905 and the Second World War. The manuscript was banned in Russia but was smuggled to Milan, where it was published in 1957. The author won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1958. The novel was made into a film by David Lean in 1965. The Russian doctor was played by an Egyptian actor. A lot of words in that one.
There is also words in there.
This novel about a fictional Russian doctor was set between 1905 and the Second World War. The manuscript was banned in Russia but was smuggled to Milan, where it was published in 1957. The author won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1958. The novel was made into a film by David Lean in 1965. The Russian doctor was played by an Egyptian actor.
Doctor number 5. This fictional doctor had featured in 4 books by Thomas Harris, the first being called Red Dragon, published in 1981. On screen, this character has been portrayed by Brian Cox, Anthony Hopkins, I can't speak, Gaspard Uleo, yes, Aaron Thomas, and Mads Mikkelsen. In 2003, this character was chosen by the American Film Institute as the greatest ever villain in American cinema. So this fictional doctor has featured in 4 books by Thomas Harris, the first being called Red Dragon, published in 1981. On screen, his character has been portrayed by Brian Cox, Anthony Hopkins, Aaron Thomas, Mads Mikkelsen, and in 2003, the character was chosen by the American Film Institute as the greatest ever villain in American cinema.
Doctor number 6. This fictional doctor featured in a TV series which ran for 177 episodes over 8 series. It stars a British comedian. It is set in the mythical Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital. In 2008, it was the world's most watched TV series, airing in 66 countries. That's Doctor number 6. This fictional doctor featured in a TV series which ran for 177 episodes over 8 series. It stars a British comedian. It is set in the mythical Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital. In 2008, it was the world's most watched TV series, airing in 66 countries.
And Doctor number 7. This American doctor gained a degree in dentistry in 1872. He was friendly with the 3 brothers named Virgil, Wyatt, and Morgan. His reputation as a gunfighter was cemented during a firefight lasting only 30 seconds at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. He had been deputized. He had been deputized by the town marshal. He died of TB, aged 36. He was an inveterate card player and gambler. So this American doctor gained his degree in dentistry in 1872. He was friendly with 3 brothers named Virgil, Wyatt, and Morgan. His reputation as a gunfighter was cemented during the firefight lasting only 30 seconds at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. He had been deputized by the town marshal. He died of TB at the age of 36, and he was an inveterate card player and gambler.
Everyone would think you've been the one on the rum and coke.
I know. I just can't speak this evening. It's not ideal when you're doing this sort of thing
No,
either.
not at all. Doctor number 8. This doctor was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 2227 and was married to Natira, the priestess of Yanada. What was this doctor's name? His two best friends consisted of another American who he met at Starfleet Academy and an alien. Two of his close colleagues were Russian and an Asian male human. This doctor was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 2227 and was married to Natira, the priestess of Yanada. What was this doctor's name? His two best friends consisted of another American who he met at Starfleet Academy and an alien. Two of his close colleagues were Russian and an Asian male human. Who is this doctor?
Doctor number 9. This well-known musician has a doctorate in astrophysics. He has an asteroid number 52665 named after him. His first band was called Smile, which he formed in 1968. He performed at the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games in 2012. And his PhD, his doctorate, investigated radio velocity using absorption spectroscopy and Doppler spectroscopy of zodiacal light using Fabry-Perot
Interferometer.
Interferometer. That last word is drifting off the bottom of the screen there for us.
Sorry.
Well done there.
That was my bad. Yes.
Right. So
Lots
this
of long words.
well-known musician has a doctorate in astrophysics. He has an asteroid number 52665 named after him. His first band was called Smile, which he formed in 1968. He performed at the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games in the UK in 2012. His PhD investigates radio velocity using absorption spectroscopy and Doppler spectroscopy of zodiacal light using Fabry-Perot interferometer.
Oh dear.
And number 10 is all yours.
Finally, Doctor number 10. Peter Cushing played this character in two feature films from 1965 and 1966. He was supported by his two nieces, played by Roberta Tovey and Jenny Linden, and Linden's boyfriend is played by Roy Castle. A pilot radio program was also made starring Peter Cushing, but the subsequent 52 shows were cancelled. What was the name of this character? That's Doctor number 10, the final Doctor. Peter Cushing played this character in two feature films from 1965 and 1966. He was supported by his two nieces, played by Roberta Tovey and Jenny Linden, and Linden's boyfriend is played by Roy Castle. A pilot radio program was also made starring Peter Cushing, but the subsequent 52 shows were cancelled. What was the name of this character? And I feel next week we should have a loop pedal for these questions. Then we can just
repeat them. There we are. Welcome back. That was round 5. That was thank you, Mr. Minor. Thank you,
very
Chief,
much
for that one.
Yeah, last week's winner.
Last week's winner. Do we need any of those repeated? He says intrepidly.
Hoping everyone's okay. No, everyone's okay.
That? Yes. All good.
There
Then
appears to be a very large dog at in San Francisco up there.
Oh yes, yeah, but it's not till it's tiny. That's the thing. unless your dad's gone out and bought a new dog this week.
A very large dog.
Yeah, very large dog.
No.
Okay, so on we go then to round 6, our final round, general knowledge. All sorts of things. Thank you to Michael for this one. Is his round for this week?
No, it isn't.
No, did you do it?
I did. Yes.
You did it. Oh, right. Thank you, Peter, for this round. I thought Michael's meant to be doing this one.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. So, general knowledge over to you.
Thank you very much. General knowledge, question 1. Where is Leeds Castle? Question number 1. Where is Leeds Castle?
Question number 2. Charles Dickens wrote A Tale of Two Cities. What are the two cities? So Charles Dickens wrote A Tale of Two Cities. What are the two cities?
Question number 3. Oh, okay. Who is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanota better known as?
Near enough.
Who is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanota better known as?
Question number 4. What is the collective name for a group of giraffes?
A group of giraffes.
Exactly. What is the collective name for a group of giraffes?
Question number 5. What is the longest running soap opera in the UK? Question number 5. What is the longest running soap opera in the UK?
Bonus point if you can tell us why.
Well, to be honest, if you can tell us why, then, well...
Yeah. Question number 6. Who was the first ever person to urinate on the moon? Who was the first ever person to urinate on the moon?
Question number 7. What did Theresa May claim was the naughtiest thing that she'd ever done? That's question number 7. What did Theresa May claim was the naughtiest thing that she's ever done?
Question number 8. Which author wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? Which author wrote the Winnie the Pooh books?
Question number 9. How many of Snow White's 7 dwarfs have names ending in the letter Y? That's question number 9. How many of Snow White's 7 dwarfs have names ending in the letter Y? We'll give you a couple of seconds just to go through them, yeah? No, Dan, it's no good holding up 10 fingers. There's only 7 dwarfs. Yes, we can see you.
Quite special. And finally, for our general knowledge round, the candlestick, lead pipe, knife, revolver, rope, and what else are the 6 weapons in a standard game of Cluedo? So the candlestick, lead pipe, knife, revolver, rope, and what else are the 6 weapons in the standard game of Cluedo?
I like that last one.
That's got that,
It's
yeah.
oh yeah, the answer's Cluedo. Oh no,
No.
wait, hang on.
Yes, we all did the same. Lovely. Okay, so that's the end of the final round.
Any
for us
repeats
this evening? Any repeats? Either send them to Michael. 4. Number 4 from Graham. What is the collective name of a group of giraffes? So number 4. What is the collective name for a group of giraffes?
And for Sally and Rob, number 10, the candlestick, lead pipe, knife, revolver, rope, and what else are the 6 weapons in a standard game of Cluedo? That's the candlestick, lead pipe, knife, revolver, rope, and what else are the 6 weapons in Cluedo?
And then for Owen, question 8, which author wrote the Winnie the Pooh books?
And no, Graham, unfortunately, it's not a game of giraffes.
It's not. It's close. It's close. But no, so any other repeats from anybody before we go? All good? All happy? Oh, marvellous.
Swap our papers out.
Swap our papers out. Make sure they're in the
Rightish order. Yes. Lovely.
Mine aren't.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Happy now?
Yes, why not?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Right. So that's the end of our quiz for tonight. Next up, we have the answers. So obviously, if you'd like to pass them to the person on your left, if you can do that. So Alistair, pass them to Catherine. Catherine, pass them to Morgan.
It's never going to work.
No.
It's got short arms. It'll be fine. Right. So obviously, we're asking, as always, asking for your honesty.
Yes.
Any questions about the answers, send to Michael, and he'll relay them to us. So here we go.
So round number 1 was sport. Question number 1 was 200-meter individual medley in swimming consists of what? Bonus points for the correct order. So there's 2 points in this question. The correct strokes are butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. That's butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. And an extra point if you got them in the right order. And my little swimming husband over there has told me that we will accept front crawl? Front crawl instead of freestyle. Yeah. So we will accept butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, front crawl.
Okay. Question number 2.
Yes.
Well, there's a few there that if they got them wrong from what we know about them, then you should. Yes. Question number 2.
Thank you, Sally. Yes.
What cricketer scored? What cricketer scored the world record of 400 runs in a Test match? Bonus points if you take the team he played against. It was Brian Lara, and he played against England. So we're looking for Brian Lara and against England for your bonus point.
And Owen, in question 1, no, it's 2 points overall. So it's 1 point if you got all 4 strokes and 1 point if you got them in the correct order.
Yeah.
Question number 3, who was the last English manager to win the FA Cup? And a bonus point for the team he managed, is Harry Redknapp and Portsmouth. That's Harry Redknapp and Portsmouth, 1 point for each.
4 countries. Question number 4. 4 countries have competed at most of the Summer Olympics. So the Olympics, 28 games they have completed. Can you name them? Point for each. We have Greece, obviously, as the first one. Great Britain, France, and Switzerland. So Greece, Great Britain, France, and Switzerland. Okay, and it's 1 point for each of those, so a total of 4 in that round.
Question number 5. Monaco have competed at 20 Summer Olympics, but how many medals have they won? Answer is 0. None. Nothing. None at all.
Zilch.
Nothing.
I don't know what Monacan for 0 is.
Monacan.
Question number 6. England won the 2003 Rugby World Cup. Who scored the winning kick and who did they beat? Answer was Johnny Wilkinson and Australia. Dog's asleep. Absolutely like it. So Johnny Wilkinson and Australia, 1 point for each of those.
In 2010 at Wimbledon, which 2 players played in the longest running tennis match? The answer was John Isner and Nicholas Mahut. That's John Isner and Nicholas Mahut, 1 point for each.
Question number 8. New York has 2 baseball teams. They are the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. So the Mets and the Yankees we were looking for there.
Question number 9. The 2019 Champions League finalists are Liverpool and Tottenham. So that's the 2019 Champions League finalists are Liverpool and Tottenham. Again, 1 point for each.
And question number 10, the final one in this one. The Raptors, Blue Jays, and Maple Leafs are from which city? It is the Canadian city of Toronto. So we are looking for question 10, Toronto.
Yeah, a little tip there, Andrew. Toronto is not a North American city. Don't you ever dare tell a Canadian it's a North American city.
It's part of the Americas. Part of the Americas. But it's not a North American
in
city.
North America.
There's a lot of offence to people there. Okay, round 2.
Aha! Oh, back a minute.
Round 2. We will go live.
Oh, hang on.
Actually, right, we're off.
Oh, give me a second. I've got to turn the camera on.
Hold on.
Oh,
Gizmo. No, stop.
Right. Oh, 2 seconds. Got to wait for the camera to pick up.
Are we on now? Good boy. There we are.
Oh, you got this paper. Good.
I got the bit of paper with the answers. No, I didn't.
Oh. Right. So, hopefully, we should now be live to you.
Right, and here we are back again. Sorry, I brought the question sheet, not the answer sheet, that we should know them. So, first one then in the zoo round. Our species are found in Eurasia and North America. In North America, it's commonly known as the grizzly. What's his proper name? This is a brown bear. So question number 1, the brown bear. Question number 2.
Oh, my cable's a bit short.
Oh, cotton cables. It's all right, we're thinking about wireless cameras for next week because, you know, it's easier like that. German-based domestic large breed dog. We were looking here for the Great Dane. Great Dane. Scooby-Doo. Number 2, Great Dane. Number 3, we're going over to the wetland area. The wetlands, number 3 here. The star of Disney's Finding Nemo was a clownfish. The answer we're looking for there is a clownfish. Number 4, coming back over to here. Number 4, Gizmo's just meeting Annie next door. Number 4 here, a British breed of medium-sized dog, muscular, hefty face, wrinkle face, distinctly pushed-in nose. We're looking for the British Bulldog. So number 4 here was the British Bulldog. There's a good boy. There we go. Right, British Bulldog. Number 5.
Number 5. This way. This way.
Back to the wetlands. Back to the wetlands and up here. Here we go. Question number 5 was, we were looking for the diverse member of a largely carnivorous group of short-bodied, tailless amphibians, which translates to without tail in ancient Greek. The answer we were looking for there was a frog. So number 5 was a frog. Okay, number 6, all the way back over to here.
For a trip over the dog.
So we were looking for this particular breed here. As you can see, the breed of British domestic sheep, found in Bury St Edmunds, crossbreeding from the Norfolk Horn and the Southdown Rams. We were looking for, it's a Suffolk. So Suffolk is the breed that we're looking for here. And then number 7, it's a very scary one that Gizmo's taken a dislike to. Here we go. Yeah, see, excuse me, can you not destroy, no, I'm having it back. Sit down, sit. Right, wait. There we are. Right, number 7. Good boy, there we go. A feline family, muscular, deep-chested cat with a short round head, reduced neck, round ears, and the little hairy tuft on the tail there. Obviously, the answer there we were looking for was a lion. No, it's not yours. Leave him there. Leave him there. No.
You might have to take that one with you.
Hey, go and see Michael. It was a lion. Right, we take the lion with. We're taking the lion with us because otherwise you won't be there when we come back. Oh, okay. Number 8. Here we go. Number 8, you're following now, aren't you? So large canine, again, Eurasia and North America. The males get up to 40 kilos, females to 37. These were a wolf. And if you noticed, I was just trying to move it out of the way because it does actually say on his ear that he's a wolf. Right, back to the wetlands. Here we go. Right. He does really want that. Go and see Michael. Go on, he's in the house. A common aquatic bird, mostly smaller than swans, geese, found in fresh and seawater, was a duck. So number 9 was our duck. And then finally, coming over to number 10 here, parts of the family of great apes, native to Indonesia and Malaysia, currently found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra. Also ranged throughout Southeast Asia and South China. We were looking for an orangutan. Okay, so number 10 was the orangutan. Right, we'll be back with you in 2 seconds. There we are, we're back. I'm coming because he's very keen on this one. I don't know if I think I...
Oh, sorry,
pick up yours or mine? No, they are mine. There we go. And we're back with you.
That's different, isn't it?
Well, that went down there.
Oh, it's this round next.
2
seconds.
2 seconds, right, okay. Oh dear. Round 3, the chicken round. Don't worry, we won't subject you to the music again. But what we will do is we'll show you the birds as we go. So swap over to them. So question number 1. The piece of music that we murdered was Queen's I Want to Break Free. So we're just looking for I Want to Break Free there. And the common wood pigeon is the bird, the common wood pigeon. Okay. Question number 2 was I Feel Good, originally by James Brown. and we were looking for the tawny owl. So the tawny owl.
Oh, and number 3, the piece of music we're looking for is Dance Monkey by Tones and I. If you've just got Dance Monkey, that'll be absolutely fine. And the bird we're looking for is the lesser spotted woodpecker. That's Dance Monkey, Tones and I, and the lesser spotted woodpecker. But I'm fairly sure if you said woodpecker, I think
Yes.
I might give that one to you. Yes.
Number 4. The piece of music was Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
Of course.
And the Eurasian blue tit was the bird, or the blue tit was the bird we were looking for.
And piece of music number 5 was, of course, the classic Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Elton John. And the bird we were looking for is the house wren. And
yes, it is. It's 2 points per question, 1 point for the song title, and 1 point for identifying the bird.
Yeah, and that's Can You Feel the Love Tonight and the house wren.
Number 6, an absolute classic. It was Wannabe by the Spice Girls. And what we were actually looking for here, the picture was, for number 6, was a Ford Thunderbird. So this was a Ford Thunderbird that we were looking for. That was the bird you were identifying there with question number 6.
Question number 7. Well done to anyone that got the actual title of this one. Hazel, we're looking at you, hoping that you did. The piece of music was Astronomia by Vice Tone and Tony Iggy. That is Astronomia by Vice Tone and Tony Iggy. But if you got Coffin Dance, that's absolutely fine. We'll give you a point for that.
If you know it as the Coffin Dance.
And
no, you didn't.
No?
I was hoping you might.
Somebody might, yes. And the bird we're looking for, of course, was bird's custard.
Definitely Hazel's favourite there. She has a complete aversion to anything in that, yes. So bird's custard, lovely. Number 8, I think this is where we lost quite a few of you physically. It was the Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin, a classic until we got hold of it. And the bird was a common blackbird. So it's the blackbird and the Immigrant Song.
Question number 9 was It's My Life by Bon Jovi, apparently. And the bird we're looking for was one of the Thunderbirds. It was Gordon Tracy. So you only get the point if you say it was Gordon Tracy, I'm afraid. Not Thunderbirds, that's not good enough. And the piece of music was It's My Life, Bon Jovi.
And then finally for this one, the piece of music was, of course, from the classic, from the film Titanic, Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. And the bird we were looking for is the European robin, or the robin. And My Heart Will Go On.
I promise next week won't be quite so bad.
Well, it depends what we come up with, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we haven't chosen it yet, have we?
We'll see. We will see. Yes. Sway along, Joe and Fliss and Rosie. Then My Heart Will Go On.
We'll be able to sway along in a bit.
Yeah. Oh, dear. And the interval rang.
Yes, which was the faces round. So, face number 1, we were, of course, looking for Prince Andrew. That's face number 1, Prince Andrew.
Face number 2 was Lewis Hamilton.
And face number 3 is Penelope Cruz. Face number 3, Penelope Cruz.
Face number 4, Taron Egerton. We're looking for there, Taron Egerton.
And face number 5 is Colin Powell.
Colin, yes.
Yes, not Colin, he's a Colin Powell.
Colin Powell. He had control of the red button. We call him whatever he wants. Question number 6. There we are. Face number 6 was our beloved Penelope Keith.
Question number 7, or face number 7 rather. We are after Alan Tudyk.
Face number 8 was John Candy.
Number 9 is Cyndi Lauper.
Very important to match your hair and your eyeshadow colour together.
Oh, obviously.
And finally, number 10, face number 10 was, of course, Tim Henman. Face number 10, Tim Henman. Now, I think, Kath, I think you dropped
out slightly
and missed.
Ooh.
Is there any you'd like us to repeat there, Kath? Type a message or hold up fingers for the numbers that you missed.
They are still alive, Michael.
Yeah.
A little bit higher, Kath.
Oh,
we can only see a hand.
Tip your hand
Tip your hand
us.
forward.
Is that 4?
2?
3.
3.
3. Number 3, Penelope Cruz. Number 3 was Penelope Cruz. Any other repeats from that round? Any other? No? Good.
Thank you, Michael. Next round was the first round of Act 2, which was the transport round. So, question number 1.
Was who's the world's largest plane manufacturer and where are their headquarters? The answer we're looking for there is Boeing and Chicago. So it's Boeing and Chicago. They moved from Seattle in 2010. So they started off in Seattle and then moved to Chicago.
Question number 2 is, what is the translation for Volkswagen? And of course, we're after people's car. That is, what is the translation of Volkswagen? The answer is people's car. And Owen, question number 1 was worth 2 points. 1 point for Boeing, 1 point for Chicago.
Platform 29 was the departure point of which famous train? This was, of course, the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Chattanooga?
No, Chattanooga.
That's the Essex one.
Oh, right, that's the Essex one, the Chattanooga Choo Choo, yes. So Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Number 4 is, where was the first escalators in the UK installed? In 1881, possibly? Something like that. And the answer is Harrods. Question number 4, answer is Harrods.
Well done, Ali.
Hey.
And question number 5, what's the name of the boat as fins underwater that rises up at speed? This is a hydrofoil. Hydrofoil. It's question number 5.
Question number 6 is, which train station in London is marked as the centre of London? And we're after Charing Cross. That is answer number 6, Charing Cross. Hey, well done, Graham.
And question number 7, what theoretically or what traditionally takes 4 years to paint from end to end? We are looking for the 4th rail bridge. It's the 4th rail bridge.
Question number 9 is, what links, was it the Pacific?
Yes, to the Caribbean.
Pacific to the Caribbean. The answer is, of course, the Panama Canal. That is question number 8. Answer is the Panama Canal.
Question number 9. We're looking for, what's the nickname of the lovely road junction by Birmingham? The answer we were looking for there is Spaghetti Junction.
Can't remember its name, can you?
Spaghetti Junction, no. For whatever reason, we haven't actually got the questions for this round, so we're trying to remember them.
You gave me the answers for this one.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
No, I filled it on a different sheet.
Final question this round. Question number 10 is, what is the UK speed limit for if you're towing a caravan on a motorway in the UK? The answer is 60 mile an hour. As if you're towing a caravan in the UK on a motorway, it's 60 mile an hour, 60.
And we're going to go, hopefully we're going to go, so any repeats for round 4? We all good on round 4? Thumbs up on round 4. Lovely, right. Well, I think, Pete, did you want to read out the answers for this round? So, yeah, so if you unmute yourself, and we will
mute ourselves, and we will see you very shortly.
Yes.
Hi, guys. I hope you can all hear me. The Scottish doctor who tried to find the source of the Nile in Africa, who was an explorer and died of dysentery and malaria. His whereabouts was discovered after disappearing for 4 years by an American reporter called H.M. Stanley. He's buried in Westminster Abbey. There's a statue to him at the Victoria Falls in Zambia. His name, of course, was Dr. Livingstone. Number 2, the famous fictional doctor who was also an army officer who was wounded in the Second Afghan Wars. He was also a biographer, who was to have originally been named Ormond Sacker. He has been portrayed many times on screen by actors as diverse as Jude Law, Nigel Bruce, Dudley Moore, Edward Fox, and Martin Freeman. His wife's name was Mary Morstan. Of course, that was Dr. Watson. Number 3, this GP was convicted of killing 15 patients under his care and is believed to have been the UK's most prolific serial killer. He is thought to have dispatched between 215 and 250 people. His victims were mainly elderly women. He was 57 when he hung himself in Wakefield Prison. An inquiry found that a total of 459 people died whilst under his care. That was Dr. Harold Shipman. Number 4, the novel about a fictional Russian doctor, which was set between 1905 and the Second World War, where the manuscript was banned in Russia but was smuggled to Milan, where it was published in 1957. The author won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1958. The novel was made into a film by David Lean in 1965. The Russian doctor was played by an Egyptian actor, and the book was called Dr. Zhivago. Number 5, this fictional doctor has featured in 4 books by Thomas Harris. The first, being called Red Dragon, was published in 1981. On screen, this character has been portrayed by Brian Cox, Anthony Hopkins, Gaspard Ulliel, Aaron Thomas, and Mads Mikkelsen. In 2003, this character was chosen by the AFI as the greatest ever villain in American cinema. That, of course, was Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Question number 6. This fictional doctor featured in a TV series which ran for 177 episodes over 8 years. It stars a British comedian. It is set in the mythical Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital. In 2008, it was the world's most watched TV series, airing in 66 countries. That, of course, is Dr. Gregory House. If you put House, then that's absolutely fine. Question number 7. This American doctor gained a degree in dentistry in 1872. He was friendly with 3 brothers named Virgil, Wyatt, and Morgan. His reputation as a gunfighter was cemented during a firefight lasting only 30 seconds at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. He had been deputized by the town marshal. He died of TB, aged 36. He was also an inveterate card player and gambler, and that was Doc Holliday. Number 8. This doctor was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 2227 and was married to Natira, the priestess of Yonada. What was this doctor's name? His 2 best friends consisted of another American who he met at Starfleet Academy and an alien. 2 of his closest colleagues were Russian and an Asian male human. The answer is Dr. Leonard McCoy. I'm not going to accept Bones because I did ask for the doctor's name, not his nickname. So it's Dr. Leonard McCoy. Number 9. This well-known musician has a doctorate in astrophysics. He has an asteroid number 52665 named after him. His first band was called Smile, which he formed in 1968. He performed at the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games in 2012 in London. His PhD investigated radial velocity using the absorption spectroscopy and Doppler spectroscopy of zodiacal light using the Fabry-Perot interferometer. And of course, that is the man from Queen, Dr. Brian May. And number 10, Peter Cushing played this character in 2 feature films in 1965 and 1966. He was supported by his 2 nieces, played by Roberta Tubby and Jenny Linden. And Linden's boyfriend is played by Roy Castle. A pilot radio program was also made starring Peter Cushing, but the subsequent 52 shows were cancelled. The name of this character is, of course, Doctor Who. And that completes the voting for the Norwegian jury. Thank you for being so patient.
Thank you very much, Mr. Meinl.
Thank you very much, Pete. There we are. Everybody got all the answers for that one for round 5. The answers, lovely then. So into round 6, final round. general knowledge.
Yes, question number 1 was, where is Leeds Castle? It is, of course, in Kent. So Leeds Castle is actually in Kent.
Question number 2. Charles Dickens wrote A Tale of Two Cities. Which two cities? We are talking about London and Paris. So the two cities, London and Paris.
Question number 3, I will read this one. Who is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta, better known as? It is, of course, Lady Gaga. That's question number 3, Lady Gaga.
Question number 4 for Graham. What is the collective name for a group of giraffes? It is a tower of giraffes.
Question number 5, the longest running soap opera in the UK is Coronation Street. That's question number 5. The answer is Coronation Street.
And
how many points for question 2? We're doing two points or
question
one?
2. Yeah, we're doing
Yeah,
2
we'll do
points.
2 points. Yeah, 2 points for question 2.
2 points for question 2. 1 for each city. Who was the first ever person to urinate on the moon? Question 6. We were looking there for Buzz Aldrin. Question 6, Buzz Aldrin. Well done, Owen.
Yay. Question number 7, what did Theresa May claim was the naughtiest thing that she'd ever done? It was, of course, run through a field of wheat. That's question number 7. Theresa May ran through a field of wheat.
Woohoo. I think is the correct response to that.
What she didn't tell you is what she did in the wheat.
Well, no, exactly. Question number 8. Which author wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? We were looking for A.A. Milne. So question number 8, A.A. Milne.
And question number 9, how many of Snow White's 7 dwarfs have names ending in the letter Y? The answer is 5. We have Dopey, Happy, Sleepy, Sneezy, and Grumpy. That's the answer is 5. Just 1 point for that one.
And question number 10, our final question. The candlestick, lead pipe, knife, revolver, rope, and what else are the 6 weapons in the game of Cluedo? We're looking for either a wrench or open-ended spanner. So the candlestick, lead pipe, knife, revolver, rope, and
Well done,
what else are the 6 weapons? We're looking for a wrench or open-ended spanner. So that's our final one. So add up your points, and then if you can write them on a piece of paper and hold it up, and let's see how. Let's see. Right. So sorry, we're looking down at the screen now, not looking at Graham. 62 from Graham. Well done.
That's not bad.
Well done.
58 from Sally and Rob. Oh, close. 59 from my dad, Thomas Magnum. 17 from Morgan. 73 from Catherine. 44 from Owen.
44, 57 from the Crows. Well
51
done.
from Kath.
Simpsons, move it closer. I can't quite see. 60 from the
66.
Simpsons. 57 and a half from the Weirs. We're going to have to unmute the Weirs, and we want an explanation for this half.
Michael, could you unmute the Weirs, please?
Unmute the Weirs. We need an explanation for this half.
It.
There we are.
What is this half?
What is this explanation for this half?
It was Betty's answer to one of the music questions, the chicken,
Yeah, that's it.
What was the answer to that then, Michael? We unfortunately can't. What was that?
What
Say
was
again.
the answer?
Say, where did this half come from?
We don't know.
You don't know. We don't know.
Oh,
dear. Right. So moving on then, the Emersons.
I think it was the people carrier bit.
46 from Mr. Whiting.
Oh.
Well done. 52 from Rosie Fliss and Joe. Well done.
But I think Catherine has it.
No, 65.
So,
65.
yeah.
61 from the Emersons.
What was yours, Catherine? 72? 73. Can anybody beat 73?
Anybody
Last
beat
call.
73?
Or 56 from my auntie, uncle, my cousin up in the top there. Well done.
I thought you were going to say where they were from then. I was going to say,
Oh, 7
50, Sally and Rob 58, 48, Andrew 38 there.
I think Catherine has it this week.
I think our winner is...
Dun, dun, dun.
And the winner is...
Catherine, speak, you're live.
Catherine, you are live. You are this week's winner. Congratulations with 73. Woo! Well done. Woo! So Catherine, we should be in touch with you about a guest round for next week.
That's fine.
fine, not a problem.
That's all good. So have a think about which one of the ones you want to do, with the exception of the music round.
Okay,
But
that's
any of the others, have a think about that. Thank you very much to everybody, and obviously we are going to. Is it actually Michael Ball? It could be, actually could be. We are going to leave you. We are going to leave you with one final chicken song, as we thought it only nice to play out on a full version. And I will let you introduce this one, and we will see you next week.
I honestly don't think any introductions are actually necessary.
No?
No.
Are you just going to hit go?
No. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
Same time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Stay
Bye.
safe. Bye. Bye.
Next week in the day is Sunday.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.